Good evening, Kindalach. Third try here. Here to God willing record Os Gimel in this week's Likkutei Torah for Parshas Metzora. I'm learning to bind our souls to God, good pleasure, God, haste, and redemption. I was trying to tell a joke. It got a little long. I accidentally cut the video. I'll tell a shorter joke. Alright, what do you call an alligator in a vest? He's an investigator. I don't know if you heard that one already or not. Anyway, the Kitzur, we learned about the brains of the mother, which is the person wanting to get out of himself, the brains and get close to God. The brains of the father is starting with God's oneness and bringing it down to earth. And so far we've emphasized the brains of the father and called it Chochmah, and if it should, God forbid, leave, this is the spiritual version of Saras, God forbid. And if a person has this, they're on track. Spiritual brains of the mother, I think we're soon going to say it is a very good thing, but the problem is if that's all he has and he doesn't have the brains of the father and it's not channeled properly, it is self-based and it could get off track and eventually devolve to not good things. So far we were emphasizing the brains of the father, and God forbid its departure, it could lead to these blemishes, but if he gets it back, then he's good. And it's represented also by the coin. Alright, Os Gimel on page Chaf Hey, or 49, depending on, at least in this book, depending on how you're reading. It seems like that the Metzora goes to the Kohen. But doesn't it say right by that actually the Kohen's going to him, because he's way outside the camps? It seems like two opposite implications here. And seemingly there's an extra word in the verse, as mentioned by the Al-Shich. But the Rebbe says we could answer. Al-Pi Mashikas Bazar, Firish V'hu Elakoin V'hu Allah V'boili. Like it says V'huva Alakoin rather than V'hu Allah Alakoin. He'll brought to the coin rather than he goes up to the coin. Bir Devarv, I think, hope I'm saying right. Bir Be'etz Chaim V'habim Haremes Sof Parshas Tazriya Ki Alidei Harasa the coin, when he shows that the coin is blemished, God forbid, Hatakton Gorba Maila shows him Oroshim Tzad Ema Shebazah Yods in the Chutz Shaz Sham Naisim Chutz V'chinas Negaim Alidei Harasa the coin Gorba Maila shows him Oros Exorlim and Como. The coin business fixes everything. Let's say how it works. Let's say how we said inside. So through showing to the Kohen, down here, it causes, what does it cause to happen upstairs? That the lights that he caused to depart, that on account of the mother that was in Zah who went outside, because it wasn't channeled properly, that when he shows the Kohen, it causes them that they'll return to their place. When they left, it caused a problem. When they come back, seemingly everything's fixed. Mati velo mati, this idea I think of tilting without tilting. I'll have to check that for you. Excuse me, he went outside and now he's coming back to cleave to his source. And now the external forces can't get a hold of it. When the person's mindset, mind frame, actions are centered in God's oneness, then it's impossible that it will go wrong. He may not have a lot of fire. He may not be able to accomplish a lot. Whatever he accomplishes will be very, very effective. And he certainly, it's like a great defense. Everything he does will be godly and it won't go out of bounds. It's encompassed in God's infinite oneness. And it's God-centered and God-focused. God is good. I said that already. It won't go to the outside. What does it mean when it comes to serving God? And even though the problem started because the brains of the father left, which means bittul, he lost his bittul, and his energy went into the wrong place, because he got all fired up and heated up with this idea of the brains of the mother. He wanted to get up and out of himself, which is a good thing, but if it's not channeled properly, it could really lead to not good stuff. So you might think just to bring the brains of the father back is enough. It almost sounds like up to now all we need is the brains of the father, but obviously that's not the case. Person needs ratzo also. A person has to have a desire to want to cleave to God, but the way the Maimer has been set up so far by the Rebbe, it seems that the brains of the father is the key, and the brains of the mother is a big problem. The Rebbe says, no, it's not the case. Seems like you might have thought just bringing the brains of the father back would be enough. But that he got himself back into Torah, he brought the brains of the father back down, and brought it into letters and vessels like we talked about earlier. Seemingly he brought the brains of the father back into the motions as we discussed earlier. And he's going to push out the external forces, and there won't be any more problems because he's got the brains of the father in his heart, he's got God's oneness in his heart, and what could possibly go wrong? But there's no way that you could get the brains of the father into Zah. The Rebbe says, unless unless you first fix up the brains of the mother. Oh, you need the brains of the mother too. Let's see how this works. Because return to this place, and then to bring down the brains of the father. First, he has to get fired up for God. And then connect to this bittul, that's the brains of the father. That if his heart runs, return to Echad. But we need a fired up heart. The problem is the fired up heart could go off track. So what will make sure it stays on track is the brains of the father. But if he's not fired up, what do we got? We got a guy sitting in his room. Okay, he's got the brains of the father, but what's he doing? So we need a fired up guy, so he's got motion, emotions, he's going, he's moving, but to make sure that his emotions are channeled properly towards a godly effect, making the world godly, revealing God here, he needs the brains of the Father, which is a bittul to Hashem, nullification to God, an awareness of God's oneness, and wanting to bring down whatever he has into lights and into vessels and letters, particularly which letters and which vessels the Torah. Uses the Torah to reveal God's oneness here. But he's got to be fired up. If you have a fired up guy spreading Torah, you're going to have something pretty good. If you have a fired up guy that sometimes spreads Torah and sometimes plays baseball, you're going to have to worry about things. Not that there's anything wrong with baseball. I'm just trying to pick something apart. And if you have a guy that's just completely bittul and nullified to God, and he does learn, but he has no fire, he's going to sit in his room and learn. He won't cause any problems, but he's also not going to bring God down that much. So you need both. You need the fire, the motion, the action to get going. And then you need the brains of the Father to make sure it's channeled properly. This idea that if his heart runs, he'll come back to the oneness of God. And this is the idea of attaching the Hey back to the Yud. Hashem's name is Yud K Vav K, or one of them. And the Yud and the K generally show on Chochmah and Bina. Now we're bringing the Bina back to the Chochmah, as we've discussed up to this point. The problem was that the Hey you need the Hey, obvious. The problem was the Hey got separated from the Yud. Yud Shehu a bittul the Chochmah law. And where does the bittul come from? Hashem's supernal wisdom. And once the bittel's gone, then the wisdom started spreading into the wrong place, which caused trouble. And once he got the tshuva going from the depths of his heart, see these two depths that we're calling from. It's calling out to God from the depths of his heart, but it says depths in a plural language. So how many hearts does he have? How many depths does he have? What are we saying? So generally there's a low depth and a high depth. The high depth is being deep into God. The low depth is, not as positive, but it causes an intense yearning to call and cry out to God. So maybe we could say it's also good. See, anything that brings us back to God. Which, if he has both depths flowing right, he'll unite the mother and the father. Which is Ratzo and Shuv. Sheminas Ava Rabba, which will be the tremendous love for God, and then the bittul that's even enough to encompass this love that's above the love. To love, you need a person. A person has to be a person loving, an ego, an entity generating a certain love, feeling, effect. The bittul is as if a person is becoming a non-entity, so to speak. But if the superstar love is encompassed in the non-entityness, oh, you got something unstoppable. And you got a real God here. We'll have Mashiach, eternal life, all the good stuff. Nothing to worry about. Delicacies abounding, whatever you want. All the chocolates you can eat. $2.99. Just kidding. All right, so here we go. Ayde is a nice tshuva. Hey, legabi yud. So now the hay's back attached to the yud like it's supposed to be, and everything's good. Avo kodem yisoros ratzu shemokin to ema yev shalam shigamokin ava. But you have to get the brains of the mother aroused first before you can bring down the brains of the father. Vayim v'mashikos of divrei mazel seiner reina b'inyan v'yayin yismach. Not to panim hashemen v'aldeg zenema v'eved alevi hu shavodas alivim laham shigamokin to ema. So yinyan ashir ayde. Seemingly, the bringing down the brains of the mother is through song. And we earlier mentioned the Levim correspond to the brains of the mother, and the Kohanim to the brains of the father, and the Levim were all about singing, so that fits very nice. But you need both Kohanim and Levim for the service in the temple to run properly. You have to have both. Now the lights are back in place. We got Ratzo and Shuv. He's pumping, he's running, it's good. So now we can understand why is it this language of he's brought to the Kohen and then he'll go to the Kohen, and I'm sorry, then the Kohen goes out. What's he's brought? They're going to the So if he's brought to the Kohen, is the idea of getting the brains of the mother going, wanting to get out of himself, getting included into God's oneness and His light. Actually, you know what? This is a little bit new topic. Why don't we hold here, and God willing, we'll make one more video, and we'll try to finish up next time. All right, Shkoach everybody. I love you guys. I feel you guys. Appreciate you being part of this. Let's make Mashiach happen, and Mashiach now. Have a great evening. You should be blessed with everything you need and anything you want. That's for good. We should work together to reveal God here. We should attach to each other, and we should make it happen. All right, Mashiach now.